Ну, здравствуй, убежище. Посмотрим, что у нас тут изменилось. Да, пейзажики, как всегда, прекрасные. Такс. Ага, ага. Слишком большой масштаб, что-то мне кажется. Так, стоп, здесь мы уже были. Ну-ка, что ты нам расскажешь?
And I have a few questions.
That's a pretty common reaction. Go ahead.
In the book, you say that first enchanter Orsino turned himself into a giant monster made of corpses. How? Why?
Do I look like an expert on magical weirdness to you? Well, I can't tell you how. For the why, all I can say is he was desperate.
Да, он был в отчаянии, это точно.
There is no way Hawk really could have killed the Arashok. It would have started a war with the Kunari.
I was told later that the Kunari disavowed his actions. Apparently, the Arashok didn't get permission before he attacked Kirkwall, and the Qun didn't want another exalted march. When they finally sent a ship to haul the Red Dreadnought away, they just said, "We will never speak of this again." As far as I can tell, that's the Qun's version of an apology.
Where are the rest of Hawk's associates now?
Meryl decided to look after the elves left homeless by the fighting. She's done a pretty good job of keeping them away from the mages and Templars, so far. I guess she has plenty of practice avoiding stupid human battles with her old Dalish clan. Fenris has kept himself busy, hunting down the Tevinter slavers who came south to prey on the refugees. I'm not sure exactly where he is at the moment. You can usually follow the trail of corpses, though. Isabella went back to the raiders. She's calling herself an admiral now. I don't know if she's actually in charge or just has a really big hat. Might be the same thing, honestly. Hawk's brother Carver is still in the free marches, helping the Kirkwall Guard keep order. Aveline is still guard captain. I'm pretty sure Kirkwall would fall into the sea if she quit her job.
Да, это точно. Авелин та еще серьезная баба.
Can I ask you something, Varric?
You want to talk about me? I'm flattered. Also inclined toward extravagant lies.
Are you from Ferelden? Or Lay?
Free marches, born and raised in Kirkwall. And despite whatever you've heard, no, Kirkwall's not that bad.
How do you and Cassandra know each other?
You heard about the Kirkwall Chantry being destroyed? The guy responsible used to be a friend of mine. The Seeker had questions about that, and I had answers.
I'm not clear on your line of work. You're a merchant?
I'm a businessman. My family has a seat in the Dwarven Merchants Guild. Merchants buy and sell goods. Businessmen buy and sell stores. In my spare time, I manage a spy network, and occasionally, I write books.
If you run a spy network, why is Liliana our spy master?
To be honest with you, she's just a better spy master. The truly great ones can keep their distance. They don't get attached to their people. Me, I always wind up babysitting my informants and worrying about their families. We're in better hands with her.
You're an author. What kind of books have you written?
I've tried my hands at a few genres. My crime serials are my most popular. Hard in Hightown, guards breaking the rules to get things done. The Tale of the Champion is the most famous thing I've written, or infamous maybe. I started a romance serial once, Swords and Shields, but to be honest, I don't have a knack for romances. Most of my stories end in tragedy. Probably that says something unfortunate about me personally.
Однозначно.
What sort of shops do you own?
Actually, we don't own shops. That was just an example. Mostly we invest in money lenders. Auction houses, a few mercenary companies, a couple of smithies. I think we own half a beet plantation in Ravane somewhere. Most of that's my brother's doing. Bartrand had business sense. Not much tact, but loads of business sense.
Where did you get that crossbow? I've never seen one like it.
Bianca? She's one of a kind. Funny story. I bought a salvaged ship and found her locked in a dragon bone reinforced chest in the hold. I broke 3 dozen lockpicks and blunted 9 saws opening that trunk, but it was worth it.
Who is she named for?
I can't tell you.
And the reason for that is...
Complicated. It's the one story I'll never tell. We just have to leave it at that.
Thanks, Varric.
Да.
No problem.
И на том спасибо, Варик. Порадовал.
And you've seen no signs of the Grey Wardens anywhere?
Oh, Maker, you're here. You're the Herald of Andraste. And you were sent to test us, to see whether we would accept a Cunari as Andraste's chosen. I think everyone is worthy of love. The Maker just makes some of us larger and greyer than others. I'm Flissa. Can I get you a drink?
It's all right, Flissa. I won't do anything frightening.
If you wanted to close the breach, I wouldn't mind. As I said, I'm Flissa. The Inquisition soldiers needed a place to unwind, so Leliana brought me in to set up a tavern. Nothing fancy, but it's safer for the soldiers than looking for trouble in some village.
You said Liliana asked you to run an Inquisition tavern. How did you meet?
Интересненько.
Some luck, mainly. I managed an inn back in Denerim. When I heard interesting gossip, I'd pass word to Liliana. Sometimes it was helpful. She asked if I wanted to own my own tavern, and I said yes. I didn't realize she meant this.
What can you tell me about this area?
Adan is Haven's apothecary. He's been making potions and tending to the wounded as best he can. Harrit is the Inquisition smith. Whatever he can make you, Thren the quartermaster can probably find. And for anything fancier, you can try buying from Segris. His prices aren't too high. Yet. Oh, there's also Minave. She studies beasts and things, as I understand.
Farewell.
Goodbye.
Благодарю за информацию.
So, this is it, huh? Oh no, it's fine, yeah? It's just, I thought it'd be bigger. That would have been hilarious if you were a man, right? Wasted. Anyway, stopping wars should earn more sovereigns than this. Need things back to normal for coins to be flowing again. Another reason the Templars and mages need to be sat down.
It's not just a war between those two.
Well, sure, the sky has a hole in it, but I can't put an arrow in that. Well, I have. Doesn't come down. That's weird. And that's the point, right? It's weird and right there, but they still want to punch each other. They're too busy to look up where the real questions are.
That's why we're here. To help guide everyone back from the brink.
The religious ones tell you that. That's important, right? But don't make it all about that. Seems like believing too hard is what got everyone here. And here is stupid and smells of horse. Really, what everyone needs is to get everything back to normal and proper and profitable. Sound good to you, all-touched Lady Herald?
I think I'll enjoy having you around, Sarah. I hope you'll feel the same.
Woof. See you, Herald. Herald. I have to do something about that.
Угу. Любопытненько. Так, Солос. Надо со спутничками-то беседовать периодически, чтобы контакт налаживать.
Closing the breach is our primary goal. But I hope we might also discover what was used to create it. Any artifact of such power is dangerous. The destruction of the Conclave proves that much.
You don't think whatever created the explosion was destroyed in the blast?
You survived, did you not? The artifact that created the breach is unlike anything seen in this age. I will not believe it destroyed until I see the shattered fragments with my own eyes.
We would do well to try to recover whatever created the breach.
Liliana's people have scoured the area near the blast and found nothing. Whatever the artifact was, it is no longer there. In any case, did you need me for anything?
What do you know about the Fade?
A great deal from my wanderings. There are few hard facts, but I can share what I have learned.
I'd like to know more about the breach.
Simply put, it is a tear in the veil between this world and the Fade, allowing spirits to enter the world physically. Small tears occur naturally when magic weakens the veil, or when spirits cluster in an area that has seen many deaths. But your mark allows you to exert some control over the breach. That means it was created deliberately.
I'd like to know more about the Veil.
Circle mages call it a barrier between this world and the Fade. But according to my studies in ancient elven lore, that is a vast oversimplification. Without it, imagine if spirits entered freely. The Fade was not a place one went, but a state of nature like the wind.
Sounds like it would be wonderful.
And dangerous. But yes, a world where imagination defines reality. Where spirits are as common as trees or grass. Instead, spirits are strange and fearful. And the Fade is a terrifying world touched only by mages and dreamers. I am glad that I'm not alone in seeing the beauty of such a world, along with the obvious peril.
I'd like to know more about demons.
The Chantry says that demons hate the natural world and seek to bring their chaos and destruction to the living. But such simplistic labels misconstrue their motivations, and in so doing, do all a great disservice. Spirits wish to join the living, and a demon is that wish gone wrong.
Is there a way to coexist? To live with them, if not in peace, at least without such active confrontation?
Not in the world we know today. The Veil creates a barrier that makes true understanding most unlikely. But the question is a good one, and it matters that you thought to ask.
We'll talk later.
Goodbye.
Любопытно. Довольно-таки и любопытно, и интересно.
It's good you've returned. We heard of your encounter.
You heard?
My agents in the city sent word ahead, of course.
It's a shame the Templars have abandoned their senses, as well as the capital.
At least we know how to approach the mages and Templars now.
Do we? Lord Seeker Lucius is not the man I remember.
True, he has taken the orders somewhere, but to do what? My reports have been very odd.
We must look into it. I'm certain not everyone in the Order will support the Lord Seeker.
Or the Herald could simply go to meet the mages in Redcliffe instead.
You think the Mage Rebellion is more united? It could be 10 times worse.
Or you could stop bickering and make a decision.
I agree.
We shouldn't discount Redcliffe. The mages may be worth the risk.
They are powerful, Ambassador, but more desperate than you realize.
You think the invitation could be some kind of trap?
If some among the rebel mages were responsible for what happened at the Conclave.
The same could be said about the Templars.
True enough. Right now, I'm not certain we have enough influence to approach the Order safely.
Then the Inquisition needs agents in more places. That's something you can help with.
In the meantime, we should consider other options.
Разумно.
There is one other matter. Several months ago, the Grey Wardens of Ferelden vanished. I sent word to those in Orlais, but they have also disappeared. Ordinarily, I wouldn't even consider the idea they're involved in all this, but the timing is curious.
That does sound odd, I agree.
The others have disregarded my suspicion, but I cannot ignore it. 2 days ago, my agents in the hinterlands heard news of a Grey Warden by the name of Blackwall. If you have the opportunity, please seek him out. Perhaps he can put my mind at ease.
And if he can't?
Then there may be more going on than we thought.
Любопытненько.
You return. Is there anything I can do to help you or your people?
My healers would benefit from more supplies. We have run short of even common goods with so many wounded. If you could deliver this list and the items on it to Quartermaster Thren, she could get us what we need. It may not seem like much, but it would enable my healers to save many lives.
Farewell.
Make her go with you.
Занятно.
Has anyone dared ask? No, I do not think. Ah, Mistress Adar. May I have a word?
What did you need?
Левелок.
Well, as you
Левелок —
are
это хорошо.
people have asked. You grew up outside the Canary homeland, but there is no easy way to ask your thoughts on the queue.
You can't take a breath in the Qun without someone deciding how long you should hold it. That's not a life for me.
Many won't accept your word by virtue of your birth. People ask how a Qunari could be Andraste's herald. It worries them if they believe it, and angers them if they do not. Convincing them of your good intentions will be tasking.
You'll think of something, Ambassador.
I hope so. It will be interesting. Strangely, your mercenary work is not so inflammatory. People are fabricating extravagant tales of your heroics.
There wasn't a group around that didn't want my help when a tough assignment came up. If you needed it done, Adar was on the top of the list.
I noticed. Leliana found a letter from the captain of your last company. He had nothing but praise for your skill in battle, but doesn't mention what part you play.
Captain Tully praised me? William Ironass Tully?
That's quite the moniker. But yes, your captain went so far as to say he'd have lost entire battles without you.
I thought Captain Tully didn't even notice me.
It would be difficult to miss someone of your stature, Herald. Perhaps your captain felt it improper to play favorites. He certainly valued your skills in your last engagement.
Our employer wanted the head of a bandit chief plaguing her land. The captain asked me to deliver. We waited 20 hours in freezing rain before the chief rode by, but he never saw it coming.
20 hours? At least the conclusion was satisfactory. I hope life in Haven doesn't bore you compared to such exploits.
Однозначно.
Clean sheets, warm food, sturdy walls. I even have a cot instead of a bedroll. Compared to life on the road, this place is luxury.
I would never have described it that way. I mean, I'm glad you've acclimatized to this place, Herald. Truly.
Ну, конечно, антиванская аристократка. не
You're
поймет
the Herald.
простого
Or, well, the
воина.
one they're calling the Herald, anyway. I hope the Inquisition can restore order soon. I never really wanted to leave the Circle. My name is Maeve. I research demons and other creatures. Seeker Pentagast and I use what I find to help the soldiers fight them.
I found something the demons left behind. Can you use it?
Yes, that's very helpful. Just leave it there and the Tranquil and I will examine it.
Такс. Такс, и вот эту самое главное взять. Так, остальное уже потом. А что у нас здесь? Да, здесь у нас самый интересный, конечно, вот этот ударчик. Так, ладно. Пока нам вот этот наиболее интересный вариант. А дальше мы сможем в случае необходимости перераспределить навыки по-новому. Так, связанные с политиками и дворянами. Угу. Так, я думаю, наверное, нам лучше всего подойдет сейчас вот это. Потом это и это. Так, что у нас тут есть? Угу. Золотишко, отлично.
To work?
Let's see what we have.
At your service.
Замечательно. Как нельзя лучше. Так, а где Кассандра? Блин, я вот не помню, где она есть. Точно, точно.
Excuse me. I've got a message for the Inquisition, but I'm having a hard time getting anyone to talk to me.
Who are you, soldier?
Cremisius are classy with the Bull's Chargers Mercenary Company. We mostly work out of Orlais and Navarra. We've got word of some Tevinter mercenaries gathering out on the Storm Coast. My company commander, Iron Bull, offers the information free of charge. If you'd like to see what the Bull's Chargers can do for the Inquisition, meet us there and watch us work.
What can your Bull's Chargers offer the
Интересненько.
Inquisition?
We're loyal, we're tough, and we don't break contracts.
Что за новое такое?
Ask around Valroyo. We've got references. You lead a company yourself,
Содружество
right?
солдат.
So you know talk is cheap. Come to the Storm Coast and you can see us in action.
What should I know about your commander?
Iron Bull. He's a Canary like you. He's big, he's got the horns and all of it. He leads from the front. He pays well and he's a lot smarter than the last bastard I worked for. Best of all, he's professional. We accept contracts with whoever makes the first real offer. You're the first time he's gone out of his way to pick a side.
Why did your commander send us this information?
Iron Bull wants to work for the Inquisition. He thinks you're doing good work.
We'll consider your offer.
I appreciate it. We're the best you'll find. Come to the Storm Coast and you can see us in action.
Угу.
You
Бык.
dislike the Templar, sister?
Железный бык. Прикольный малый. Что здесь нам надо? Хрустальный напарник кожи обсидиан. Ну да, ну да. Это нужно к дракошикам пердолить. Так, мы нигде не найдем обсидиан. А это 12-й левел. Или надо другую территорию открывать?
You there. There's a shield in your hand. Block with it. If this man were your enemy, you'd be dead. Lieutenant, don't hold back. The recruits must prepare for a real fight, not a practice one.
Yes, Commander.
We've received a number of recruits. Locals from Haven and some pilgrims. None made quite the entrance you did.
I just hope I can help.
As do we all. It is enough that you would try. I was recruited to the Inquisition in Kirkwall myself. I was there during the Mage Uprising. I saw firsthand the devastation it caused.
Sir.
Cassandra sought a solution. When she offered me a position, I left the Templars to join her cause. Now it seems we face something far worse.
The Conclave destroyed, a giant hole in the sky. Things aren't looking good.
Which is why we're needed. The Chantry lost control of both Templars and Mages. Now they argue over a new divine while the breach remains. The Inquisition could act when the Chantry cannot. Our followers would be part of that. There's so much we can... Forgive me. I doubt you came here for a lecture.
No, but if you have one
Да
prepared, I'd
уж.
love to hear it.
Серьезный
Another
хлопчик.
time, perhaps. There's still a lot of work ahead.
Commander, Sir Ryden has a report on our supply lines.
As I was saying.
Ну что ж. Малость побеседовали.
You're kind of a force of nature, aren't you?
When I need to be.
It's impressive.
You flatter me.
I'm trying.
Did I do the right thing? What I have set in motion here could destroy everything I have revered my whole life. One day they may write about me as a traitor, a madwoman, a fool, and they may be right.
What does your faith tell you?
I believe you are innocent. I believe more is going on here than we can see. And I believe no one else cares to do anything about it. They will stand in the fire and complain that it is hot. But is this the Maker's will? I can only guess.
What's going to happen now?
Now we find allies to help us close the breach, if that is even possible. And if there are consequences to be paid for what I have done, I pay them. I only pray the price is not too high.
You didn't have any choice.
Didn't I? My trainers always said, Cassandra, you are too brash. You must think before you act. I see what must be done, and I do it. I see no point in running around in circles like a dog chasing its tail. But I misjudged you in the beginning, did I not? I thought the answer was before me, clear as day. I cannot afford to be so careless again.
Can't say I'm not grateful to hear that.
I can be harsh, I know. You've said you believe you're chosen. Does that mean you believe in the Maker?
You're asking me?
You're not a follower of the Kyun. You could be... I suppose it doesn't matter now. I have to believe we were put on this path for a reason, even if you do not. Now it simply remains to see where it leads us.
Это точно. Так, место есть.
Good day to you. This are our thanks for the refreshments. You need something? Let me know.
Так, а что с броней?
Serve you well.
Так, капюшончик и доспех. Этот, конечно, красивый, но все-таки это получше.
Comes upon me. I shall embrace the light. I shall weather the storm. I shall all men of the work of the Maker's hands, from the lowest slaves to the highest kings.
Even the Templars have left the Chantry now. What's going to happen?
The Chantry doesn't know what it's doing any longer. The though you had granted them power over the very fade itself.
Research in the nave has notes on alloys.
Что там они хотят мне сказать, непонятно. Что там за квест? А. Да-да-да.
We are garnering interest from the capital.
You're not pleased?
I am not convinced we are prepared for the full scrutiny of Valroyo.
Я думаю, надо закрыть там пару разломчиков. А потом сразу на штормовой берег. Ну что, поехали.
Thank you again. Thank you again.
Да не за что, дружочек, не за что. Так, что у нас тут? Угу. Так. Барашики, барбарашики. Так, ну-ка. Ага.
We're the Templars. They don't care who they kill anymore.
Да.
I found this
Печально.
ring on a Templar I killed.
This is it. Praise to you and the Inquisition for giving my husband justice. It won't bring him back, but his spirit will rest easier now. As will mine.
Угу. Молодец. Так, что у нас тут дальше? Угу. Что, попробуем разведать? Погнали, погнали. Мочим гадов. Так, с Кассандра, короче. Походу замешкалась малек. Так, мы вроде здесь уже были. Что как-то подозрительно. Так, а где мы не были? Оба-на. Вот она, хрустальная эта благодать. Нашлась. Так, тут горы. Больше мы здесь ничего не найдем. Факт. Стероидные пацаны, короче, да? Обойдемся пока без них. Че, посмотрим, что там. Здесь, наверное, Блэквелл должен быть. Где-то здесь он должен прятаться, по идее. Попробуем зайти с тыла к этим ребятишкам. Кто там, где там? Угу.
Remember how to carry your shields. You're not hiding, you're holding. Otherwise, it's useless.
Blackwall? Warden Blackwall?
You're not. How do you know my name? Who said... Ah! That's it. Help or get out. We're dealing with these idiots first. Conscripts, here they come! Hold the wall, man! You're dead, bastard! Dead! Stop!
Вот мы их и разбираем, этих Казадоевых. Чисто.
Sorry, bastards. Good work, conscripts. Even if this shouldn't have happened, they could have... Well, thieves are made, not born. Take back what they stole. Go back to your families. You saved yourselves. You're no farmer. Why do you know my name? Who are you?
I know your name because I'm an agent of the Inquisition. I'm investigating whether the disappearance of wardens has anything to do with the murder of the Divine.
Maker's balls. The Wardens and the Divine. That can't... No, you're asking so you don't really know. First off, I didn't know they disappeared. But we do that, right? No more blight, job done. Wardens are the first thing forgotten. But one thing I'll tell you, no Warden killed the Divine. Our purpose isn't political.
I'm not here to accuse. Not yet. I just need information. I've only found you. Where are the rest?
I haven't seen any Wardens for months. I travel alone, recruiting. Not much interest because the Archdemon is a decade dead, and no need to conscript because there's no blight coming. Treaties give Wardens the right to take what we need, who we need. These idiots forced this fight, so I conscripted their victims. They had to do what I said, so I told them to stand. Next time, they won't need me. Grey Wardens can inspire. Make you better than you think you are.
I wasn't aware Grey Wardens could take whatever they want.
It's complicated. If there's a blight, everyone has to help the effort to fight it. The treaties are ancient. Outside of blights, it's as binding as a clever tongue can make it.
Do you have any idea where the other Wardens could have gone?
Maybe they returned to our stronghold at Weishaupt. That's in the Anderfels, a long way north. I don't really know. Can't imagine why they'd all disappear at once, let alone where they disappear to.
Why haven't you gone missing like the rest of them?
Well, maybe I was going to. Or maybe there's a new directive, but a runner got lost or something. My job was to recruit on my own. Plan to stay that way for months. Years.
Well, thank you, Warden Blackwall. Now, where does this leave us?
Inquisition. Agent, did you say? Hold a moment. The Divine is dead and the sky is torn. Events like these, thinking we're absent is almost as bad as thinking we're involved. If you're trying to put things right, maybe you need a Warden. Maybe you need me.
The Inquisition needs all the support it can get. But what can one Grey Warden do?
Save the fucking world if pressed. Look, maybe fighting demons from the sky isn't something I'm practiced at. But show me someone who is. And like I said, there are treaties. Maybe this isn't a blight, but it's bloody well a disaster. Some will honor them. Being a Warden means something to a lot of people.
Warden Blackwall, the Inquisition accepts your offer.
Good to hear. We both need to know what's going on. And perhaps I've been keeping to myself for too long. This Warden walks with the Inquisition.
Очень жаль, конечно, что они безвозвратно утрачиваются. Если бы их можно было потом где-то вернуть. Хотя, с другой стороны, мы все равно набираем рекрутов. Набираем людей для того, чтобы спасти этот мир. Зачем выпендриваться в натуре? Такс. Где-то тут еще что-то было. О, вот она. Добыча. Так, где-то же есть база этих преступников. Надо будет их выследить и выкорчевать.
But the fade distorts reality. Surely it cannot offer a true reflection of what occurred.
Are your own memories any different? The truth is never precise, regardless of where you are.
такая симпатичная лодочка. Однако. А чё, прикольно. Пейзажики-то действительно весьма неплохие. Так, что тут явно есть. Оба она, пещерка. Что за пещерка? Ух ты ж, ё-моё. Молодые, живучие. Такс. Потихонечку.
Mercenaries?
Looks like Carter.
With both Templars and mages here, they profit greatly from smuggling lyrium.
Не сказать, что это было просто, но не особо и тяжело. Валамарский ключ. Где-то его еще надо будет раздобыть, да? Угу. Интересно. Где же он есть? Да уж. Так, ну что ж, пойдем дальше. Посмотрим, что здесь есть. Потом этот ключик золотой найдем. Быть может, посмотрим, что там за этой дверью. Там наверняка есть что-то интересненькое. Очень интересненькое. Так, посмотрим, что у нас тут дальше. Ух ты, что-то интересное. Угу, долина. Игра с огнем. Игра с огнем. Блин, а магии огня как раз таки у меня и нету пока что. Печалька. Так, ладно. Что за ерунда, куда я там улетел? Гаденыш. Я только настроился на нормальную битву. Блин, мабари опасные, блин, сволочи.
The area ahead is well defended. Be ready.
У них еще плюс ко всему к магии льда неуязвимость. Это печаль. Так, нужно прикинуть, короче, хрен к носу. Какие у нас силы? Какие у нас противники? 3 лучников. 1 громила. Там еще подмога. Угу. Да, с таким количеством хаосов мы там не справимся. Нужно как-то выманить этих ребятишек поодиночке. Ну-ка попробуем почитить. Ах ты ж, сука, ебаная. Так, не, ни хрена, сваливаем. С медведем мы сейчас не справимся точно. Это факт. Да твою мать, блин, до чего же они упертые? Михаси, блин.
Solas, have you always lived alone? Out in
Ну,
the wilderness
наконец-то.
as an apostate?
For the most part.
Стандартная фраза. Быстрые ноги люлей не боятся.
Would that not be incredibly trying?
People can be
Попробуем
trying. Mankind most of all.
потихонечку
Is an excellent point.
решать вопросы потихонечку. Так, у нас здесь как раз таки нормальное количество нормальных квестов, которые можно более-менее спокойно выполнить. Пока що ми іще маємо.
Fancy trying out one of my courses?
I'll try one of your courses.
Wonderful. Get your horse and I'll set up the stakes. You make time. I'll throw in some of the dress money Father gave me. Consider it a donation to the Inquisition.
Такс. Где лошадь? А, вот она. Это называется «Почувствуй себя трандуилом».
Nicely done. Fancy another race?
Set up the next course.
Great. Go get mounted. I'll put up the stakes straight away. Давай. Йоу.
I'll speak with you later.
Nicely done. Fancy another race?
Set up the next
Что
course.
там еще за дорожка?
Go get mounted. I'll put up the stakes straight away.
Here!
Whoa.
Here! Here! Here!
Такс. По-любому выиграем. Всех порвем. Трандую, блин. Да, мы уже почти у цели. Yes. Ну-ка, осталось еще 2 воротины. Оп. И оп. Красотища.
I'll be damned. You've mastered every course I set up. That was some riding. That was some riding.
Че там, заглючило, что ли?
Some riding.
Странно. О, отглючило, походу.
That was some riding.
Ну, разговаривать она с нами не будет, короче, я понял.
You deal with the wolves, and our farmers will be safe again.
How are these wolves acting differently from normal?
Normal wolves go after livestock, but come at them with a torch and a blade and they run. These beasts, though, it's like darkspawn during the Blight, or when the dead rose to attack us. They're possessed, or something like it. I've lost too many men to the beasts. I won't endanger more.
Farewell.
Так, я тебя понял. Будем разбираться. Такс. Осколочек. Молочинка. Что у нас здесь? Какой-то проход через горы. Интересненько. Ого. Вот оно что. А не те ли это бандюки, которых мы видели, а? Вот здесь. Ну-ка, прощупаем-ка мы их. Малость. Опа. Вот этого надо в первую очередь смачкануть, сволочь. Так, ребята, надо вас распределить, малек. Иначе нам успеха не видать. Вот что вот ты здесь делаешь, дружище? Что за долбаный ИИ? Ах ты, блин. Вот кого мы просрали. Сволочь. Оп, я понял. Я понял. Сваливать надо. Их там было 3.
Did you believe the Conclave could achieve peace, Cassandra?
I had hope, as did we all.
Так, там было 3 этих пиздюков.
Which the mages would never agree to. What solution could divine Justinia have offered when all sides rejected compromise?
The war was going nowhere for either side. That they went at all showed they realized it.
Or they believed the other side would relent.
We shall never know now.
Ну вот так мы их немножко выманили. Практически по одному перехерачили. Это радует. Так, надеюсь, что больше там этих пидоров не осталось. Волчара. Понятно. Волчара — это плохо. Ну, ничего страшного. Антиванский кровопускатель. Ну, теперь понятно, откуда взялись эти ребята. Антиванские убийцы серьезные противники. Ну, то уж точно. Глюк. Гребаный медведь. Даже разведку местности не дает провести нормально. Сволочь. Благодарю всех за просмотр. Буду рад вашим подпискам и вашим комментариям, а также дальнейшему благотворному сотрудничеству.